What if you could hold someone's heart in the palm of your hand, their desires bending to your will with just a whisper, a glance, a fleeting touch? Imagine the power of unraveling their deepest cravings, soothing their hidden pains, and becoming the one they can't resist. Seduction isn't just about charm, it's about understanding the ache in someone's soul and offering them the escape they've been yearning for. Tonight, darling, I'm going to guide you through the art of seduction, a dance of shadows and desires where you become the answer to their unspoken prayers. Ready to learn how to weave that spell? Let's begin. Life, my dear, is a tapestry of stress and longing. Picture this. Over half the world's adults are tangled in a web of constant worry, with 74% confessing they've been so overwhelmed they can barely cope. They're drowning in expectations, suffocated by society's demands, and aching for release. And that's where you come in, a seducer, a master of influence, someone who can offer them the pleasure they crave, the escape they need. But before we dive into the secrets of seduction, let's peel back the layers of their pain, the reasons they're so vulnerable to your charm. Society is a cruel lover, isn't it? It whispers promises of perfection while holding a mirror to our flaws. It demands we conform, look a certain way, achieve a certain status, live a certain life. Those glossy images in the media, those unattainable ideals of beauty and success, they chip away at self-esteem, leaving behind anxiety, depression, and a gnawing sense of not being enough. People walk through life feeling judged, their worth measured by external markers that never truly reflect who they are. And then there's the isolation. Oh, how it stings. In a world that glorifies competition over connection, so many feel alone, disconnected, like they don't belong. They're yearning for someone to see them, to understand them, to make them feel whole again. Then there's the heartbreak of toxic relationships. Imagine a lover who manipulates, controls, belittles, someone who gaslights you into doubting your own reality. A toxic partner erodes confidence, leaving their victim questioning their worth, their sanity. They dictate what you wear, who you see, how you live, stripping away autonomy until you feel trapped, helpless, a shadow of yourself. The constant tension, the unresolved fights, they breed chronic stress, insomnia, even physical ailments. It's a wound that lingers, making the heart ache for someone who can heal it, someone who can offer freedom. And what about the weight of parenthood? Children, those bundles of joy, come with burdens that can break even the strongest. The financial strain alone, healthcare, education, the endless list of needs can drain a parent's resources, leaving them exhausted, working long hours just to keep up. Personal time? A distant memory. Hobbies, friendships, even intimacy with a partner fade as the demands of childcare take over. Sleep deprivation creeps in, turning parents into shadows of their former selves, irritable, foggy, stretched thin. And the worry, oh, the endless worry about their child's future, their health, their happiness. It's a heavy load that fuels anxiety and burnout. They love their children, but they're desperate for a moment of relief, a spark of joy to remind them who they are. Then there's the grind of a soul-crushing job. Picture long hours, impossible deadlines, difficult colleagues, a workplace that feels like a battlefield. The stress builds, leading to burnout, that bone-deep exhaustion that steals productivity and joy. Physically, it takes a toll, back pain, headaches, even heart problems from the strain of repetitive tasks or unsafe conditions. Work-life balance? A cruel myth. Personal relationships wither, hobbies fade, and self-care becomes a luxury. Job insecurity looms like a storm cloud, the constant fear of layoffs or failure gnawing at confidence. It's a life that feels like survival, not living, leaving people craving someone to pull them out of the monotony. These pains, society's judgment, toxic love, parental burdens, soul draining work, they're the cracks in the armor of the human heart. They make people vulnerable, desperate for relief, for pleasure, for someone to ease their burdens. And that, my darling, is where you, the seducer, step in. You're not just offering charm, you're offering salvation. Let's explore the secrets to becoming the one they can't resist, the one who makes their world feel alive again. First, you must become a source of pleasure. Everyone deep down craves more joy, more beauty, more life. It's not greed, it's human nature, an instinct as natural as breathing. We're all chasing a fuller, richer existence, and when you offer that, people will be drawn to you like moths to a flame. The secret? Mirror them. Slip into their world. Reflect their moods, their desires. If they're playful, be playful. If they're brooding, match their intensity. People love those who feel familiar, who seem to understand them without judgment. Don't burden them with your problems. Oh no, darling, that's a seduction killer. Instead, listen to their woes, then whisk them away with laughter, with charm, with moments that make them forget their pain. Be lighthearted, vibrant, a breath of fresh air in their heavy world. Your elegance, your energy, your style, they're magnetic. When you make someone feel alive, they'll keep coming back for more. Imagine this. You're at a crowded event and you spot someone across the room, their shoulders tense, their eyes distant. You approach, your voice low and warm, and you ask about their day. They share a worry, a demanding boss, a sleepless night, and you listen, nodding, your gaze soft but piercing. Then, with a playful smile, you steer the conversation to something lighter, something that sparks joy. Maybe you tease them about their drink choice, or you share a quick, witty story that makes them laugh. Suddenly, their tension melts, their eyes linger on you. You've become their escape, their moment of pleasure in a world of stress. That's the first step, darling. Be the spark they didn't know they needed. Now, let's talk about their self-opinion, that delicate core of who they believe they are. Everyone holds three sacred beliefs. I make my own choices, I'm intelligent in my own way, and I'm a good person. These aren't just thoughts, they're the pillars of their identity. Challenge them and you'll spark defensiveness, even anger. But affirm them and you hold the key to their heart. Never criticize their decisions, darling, no matter how flawed they seem. If they share an opinion, nod, smile, let them feel heard. If they boast about their skills, whether it's fixing a car or crafting a spreadsheet, praise their unique brilliance. And always make them feel like their goodness shines through, even in their flaws. Picture this scenario. You're talking to someone who prides themselves on being a rebel, someone who rejects authority because life has let them down before. They might say, I don't trust anyone who tells me what to do. Instead of arguing, you lean in, your voice soft and warm, and say, I admire that fire in you, that refusal to bend. It's rare. Their guard drops, their eyes soften. You validated their core belief, and now they're open to you. Or maybe they see themselves as self-reliant, scarred by a past of abandonment. They might mention how they've always handled things alone. You nod, your tone warm. That strength is incredible. Not many could carry what you do. You're not lying, darling. You're seeing them as they want to be seen. That's the magic of seduction. Why does this work? Because we all crave validation in a world that's quick to judge. When you affirm someone's self-opinion, you're not just flattering them, you're soothing their insecurities, making them feel secure. And when they feel secure, they let their walls crumble. They open up. They trust you. They start to see you as someone who truly gets them. It's like a spell, darling. One moment of genuine connection, and they're yours to guide. Now, let's take it deeper. You must mirror their values, their tastes, their very essence. People wear masks in this world, pretending to be confident while hiding their doubts, their emptiness. As a seducer, you see through the mask, but you never expose it. Instead, you become their mirror, reflecting back what they love about themselves. If they're passionate about art, you admire their taste. Maybe mention a painter they adore. If they value independence, you celebrate their freedom, never clinging too tightly. You adapt to their moods, their rhythms, until they feel you're an extension of them. This isn't manipulation, darling. It's connection, a dance where you move in perfect sync. Imagine you're with someone who loves the thrill of adventure. They talk about their latest hike, their eyes lighting up. You lean closer, your voice a soft purr, and say, "You've got this wild spirit, don't you?"